Guys, I'm just so happy that you guys have all just shown up. Thank you so much for responding to my call. Because like I said, I was like, oh my God, I don't know who's going to come from this like spontaneous decision to maybe do a Q&A for the retreat. So I was like, I really want some familiar faces, and of course some people who have been on the retreat that know about it and can give some of your feedback about how it was for you. So I reckon we will get started. Is that okay? And it's just beautiful to see all your faces. I miss you being in Bali with me, sharing that amazing experience. So at this
Do I
point
see
in
a Zoom?
time, I will share my screen just because I've got a thing up there.
Oh, okay.
Look, you guys all know me, but I'm doing a very short introduction for the people who are going to watch the recording, and for Philomena who doesn't know me. I can see you there, Philomena is new.
I can only see you at the moment. I can't
Oh,
see
can you? You can't see all
anybody.
the others on the side.
No. Do I press something to see people?
Maybe look up the top and see if you can. Oh, it
Top.
might be because I'm talking.
All right. Okay.
I'll try and share a screenshot to you in the
Oh,
chat,
yeah.
Nina.
Okay. Yep. I can
Thanks,
see
Em.
you when you're
Emma's an
talking.
expert at this.
Yeah.
But you guys who know me and you guys who don't know me, who are going to watch the replay, you know, I'm the facilitator. I've been doing retreats in Bali since 2008 and have also done a number overseas at various times in Germany. And, well, we went to Sicily last year. That was exciting.
Wow.
But I'm the founder of Wu Dao. So Wu Dao is that beautiful therapeutic dance practice that's based on Chinese medicine, and it's lovely to do. And we have some teachers in the group as well. So Emma Jack and Jilly and Susie also teach Wu Dao in various places in Perth and around Australia. And it's just a really lovely way to balance the energy in your body and get the chi flowing. And obviously, I'm also a nurse, I'm a mother, I'm a grandmother, and as you can see, I'm a woman with many talents, just like you.
That's great.
Look, you guys know what I do, but it was just to take a moment to reflect on where you are right now in your life and what you're needing. Because that's always a constant, isn't it? To just have a moment to reflect and see where you're at and what you're needing in your life. And of course, I'm doing this for the people who are new to this process. So for people who are watching the replay, because that's something that I like to do on a regular basis, is just take a moment to reflect so that we can gather our thoughts and gather our energies and make a plan going forwards from a place of, oh, understand where I'm sitting now. That's right, I'm carrying this. And we're going to be doing a hypno meditation at the end to just help you to realign and bring yourself back into, well, I call it the flow. You know, I just call it simply the flow. It's a place where you're aligned with the life force or the chi. You know, you have to take a moment to bring yourself there every day. And Wu Dao is a really great process for that. And the retreat is a fantastic week-long experience where you can immerse yourself in it and do it every single day. And every day it gets deeper and deeper and better and better. Now, I know all you people that are there in the group are going to agree, aren't you?
We are.
Yes.
Definitely.
I'm just going to move forward and I'm just going to play a little video, and I'm going to stop every now and again, but this is predominantly for the people that who aren't familiar with the retreat. I'm not sure how many questions we're going to get because I can see that most of the people here have been before, which is simply awesome. But I will play this, and you're welcome to contribute any thoughts that you might have as we go. I'm sure you're going to see yourself, some of you guys, because this is all last year's photos. So it's going to be a bit like a photo shoot. They're my toes. That's the view from our beautiful deck where you can go every day, and that's the ocean that we can swim in literally every day, 3 times a day. This is the beautiful studio, and this is Janine, who is on the call, but I can't see her right now.
No, I can't access my cameras.
There we go, some art therapy. And again, this is just a group of us sitting around. You can see this is where we sometimes eat a meal, and the view is just there. The ocean is just outside the door. Everyone looks very happy there. Another ocean shot. And the island over there, more art therapy with Sarah and our beautiful Trish. Everyone's looking glowing. I'm just going to stop there so you can see some of the amazing food And for those of you who haven't been before, the food is like one of the highlights as far as I'm concerned. It's simply delicious. Even if you don't normally like vegetarian food, there's plenty of protein. There's always lots of tofu and tempeh, and they throw in some chicken and fish, and it's just super stunning food, and it's very healing and balancing for your body. So they really do make an effort to balance out all the flavors so that you're getting a full nourished diet, 3 amazing meals a day. They're the beautiful girls. And up the top there is the studio where we do all our movement and meditation practices and stretching. And then down we go to this place. Underneath is where we have all our meals, and we can sit there anytime we like and sit around and chat. There's some people chatting in the back there, probably getting ready for the next meal. Okay, waiting for dinner. Look, it's coming. And again, that's our gorgeous Trish in the ocean. And this is one of our outings that we go on, and some of the beautiful ladies. That was quick. We'll come back to the outing in a minute. There's everyone sitting around having a meal. And this lady came from Adelaide, and she's a doctor there, and she just went through so much healing. This is one of the gorgeous rooms. This is my room, actually. And again, that beautiful view from the deck overlooking the gorgeous ocean. There's my sister. She might even be on the call by now, I can't tell. And that's us going snorkeling, which we can do straight outside every single day if you want to. And these face masks, I have to say, are the best thing ever. They look crazy, but they're actually really, really
Very
good.
attractive.
I came home from retreat and bought those for my husband for his Christmas present. He loves it. Bloody great.
Awesome. They are so good, aren't they?
They are.
They're the best. They're the best. We look crazy, but whatever.
Look stupid.
Yeah, and that's just a group doing a little ceremony at the end of one of our days. It probably looks like we're going to do a letting go ceremony, judging by the things we've got holding in our hands. And you can see how the colour changes, and everyone's beautiful too. Those eyes looking so peaceful. I don't know if I'm going forwards or backwards now. And this is just a view from the studio looking out over the water. This is my favourite gate shot. And I recognise that. Close up of one of our beautiful meals. They've got everything in it. There's the tempeh, that, remember that spicy, crunchy tempeh?
Yum. Can we still do our cook-off?
I've tried to recreate it, but I can never get it quite as good as theirs. Just I don't want to use as much oil, probably. Beautiful curries, tempehs, crunchy things. Another ocean. This is the day we went snorkeling out on the boat with Sue and Simone laughing their heads off, and little man out the back driving. On the walks, there's so much nature around. That's a pineapple. That's a mushroom. And we also saw cows. And this is a little walking into the village. So the village is just down the road. And this is one of our beautiful women who serve us every day. They are absolutely stunning, these ladies. They're just so attentive, gentle, sweet, smiling. And they're doing the Balinese offerings, and they do that every single day. Beautiful girls. Looking at and meditating. My beautiful Sue dancing. Dottie. My dancing shots in this video is, I haven't got too many. That's one of the beautiful flower offerings that we've done. I haven't got many of the dancing shots of everyone because I'm always dancing with everyone, and it's really hard to get some. So we do dance every single day, and we also lie down quite a lot. And that's a very important part of the process, is where you have a time to replenish your energies and meditate and just really drop into that flow of the energy, and it's always the best part. Some of the girls just enjoying each other. The bonds that are formed at the retreat are really deep and truthful, I think, is the word I'd put. Like, there's a lot of honesty. and there's a lot of deep connection because everyone's got a story, and it's a place where sometimes if you feel like it, you can share, and if you don't want to, you don't have to, but there's lots of opportunities to share whenever you feel like it. Snorkeling again, mask or no mask, and that's just
And my shoes, how nice is that?
Oh my God.
That's just as we get finished leave. I can't remember where that door is from.
No, I don't want to drive it though.
Penny,
No, I'll put my foot in.
What's your another foot tight?
Saying how nice are those shoes?
yeah. And again, the view.
Do they go?
Dean,
Yeah,
are you
yeah.
able to put your
And
microphone
then,
on mute?
Yeah. If someone's got their
This hat?
speaker on, who's got that on?
It's Janine.
Hello, that's the hat. That's the hat.
that's the hat. Or
Janine's on the
fine.
phone. Janine, can
we
you
can
mute?
do.
See if I can mute you. Mute you. There we go. Man,
Oh.
Sean in the middle there, and beautiful Lee. There's Sean. And that is, it looks mushy, but it's a beautiful black rice pudding that we usually have at least once for breakfast, and it's so yummy. We always want it again after we've had it.
Delicious.
Comes with fresh coconut and palm sugar. And that's just people resting at the end of the class, which we do every single day. Talking. This is one of the outings that we go on, which is down to the sacred water temple, Tirtha Empal. And we just had a lovely visit there at the end in November last year, and that's some of our November group. Looking gorgeous with the offerings. It's a really powerful ceremony. And Penny. And the view of our beautiful working space and hanging out space. It's lovely at night. And the last retreat we made our own mandala beads, and that was just really fun. Okay, I'm going to stop there. Stop that and come back. So you guys have been there, you know what it's like, but I'm also recording this for people who might want to know a bit about the retreat. So guess what? You guys can have a little share now if you'd like to. I mean, I'd love to hear how you're going since the retreat. Yeah, and Emma, you are definitely going first because I know you have to go at 9:30. So over to you, Em.
Oh, yeah, no, this is so lovely getting to like revisit all the memories of that special place just now. I saw some comments in the chat while you were sharing, Michelle, and everyone's just going, oh, I want to be back there. Yeah, I totally resonated with what you said about there's a lot of dancing and there's also a lot of lying down because I think that's like one of the things that I really took away. Like I moved through so much and I got so much learning, but I just felt so rested, so rejuvenated, and yeah, so restored from having that time to be in that incredible nature and just constantly drinking it all in the open air dance floor. Even though we had the shelter, it was just like you were there. You know, you're dancing with the ocean and all the luscious surrounds. And I did find it really really powerful in terms of the openness that everybody had in our cohort too, and those connections that I made are still so strong just from the intimacy that we had. And yeah, always so grateful for your holding in that way, Michelle, because it is that really open space where you can really share your truths and be with some of the things that we struggle with. And yeah, just always felt that you were able to cohesively carry the group. There was that harmony and that safety of being able to be in process. And yeah, your skill and your being in holding that is just this magic kind of gel that does bring it all together, and the soothing nature of your voice and your solidness, and your wisdom and your insights have been, just such a valuable anchor for me in my journey. So I can highly recommend taking the time out to gift yourself that opportunity to rejuvenate and be in beautiful hands with Michelle. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you, sweetie. Yeah. And Emma's a teacher in Fremantle too. So if anyone wants to be learning Wu Dao, because I'm not teaching in Fremantle at the moment, you can always go to Emma's class at the corner store on
Mhm.
Thursday
Yeah,
evening, isn't it? 6:30?
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
she's a
right.
gorgeous class. Yeah.
It's a beautiful space, a beautiful group. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Thank you, Em. That's gorgeous. Yeah, thank you. Anyone else would like to share a bit about maybe what you got out of it or how you were when you went in? Because that's always a good thing to let other people know who'd like to come, the changes that you made. Because I've been there with you and I know that there were lots. So if anyone wants to share about that, that'd be awesome.
Okay, I will, Michelle, if you like.
My sister.
Yes. I'll own up. I'm a sister. Very skeptical. Not a great believer in the alternative. But went to Bali on Michelle's encouragement because I was sort of at a crossroads in my life, and it was so powerful. It was amazing. We had such a beautiful time, met such lovely women, were so supportive. It was, it brings tears to my eyes thinking about it, but it was life-changing for me. It made me, I wanted peace. I came out with peace. I came out in a better space. I was able to look at my life in a different way. Didn't know that was possible. So it's a beautiful experience. I'm not a very good dancer, but we just gave it our best shot, and it was lovely. It was soothing, peaceful, relaxing. The meditations and the dances, they just led you to a place where you could drop your shit and move on. And that was really good for me. So thanks, Michelle. This was lovely.
My pleasure. It took some cajoling to get her there. I said, you don't have to dance if you don't want to. You can just lie around and look at the ocean. You don't have to dance. But you did. You danced every day, didn't you? And
Yeah,
it really
no.
was just what, for me, having my sister come was really, like it was humbling. Because she was never really into Wu Dao. No one in my family ever really thinks about what I do. They just think I'm some hippie dippy person over there. But seeing the changes for Simone, because it was pretty wild, and it was really powerful. And that has flowed onto your life, hasn't it, Simone?
So in a much better space now. I'm just using what I know, speaking my truth, being honest. Yeah, much better place. And I made good friends.
Yeah, thank you for coming, and thank you for coming to Bali with me and trusting me.
Yeah, good job, big sis.
Mish?
Yep.
I might say my piece while I've...
Please, Mandy.
All right. Michelle made me come. Michelle and I have been friends for 40 years. We danced together forever and a day, and we already had a beautiful friendship. And I didn't really understand what she did. And let me give you the tip. I don't really get half this shit, right? For me, I don't really think on the same wavelength that a lot of people that went on this retreat think like. And I can see Lee laughing at me. She'll be saying, it's a sign. I'm like, it's not a bloody sign. I got out of the car with Michelle on one side of me and my friend Sean on the other, and I was saying, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. And I'm so glad I went. I said to Mish, I am one hot mess. There is no way 7 days is going to touch the sides of this shit. And I'm not really open to it. I literally spent the first day and a half going, oh my God, what am I doing? She's going to make me follow my finger around the room. And she actually looked at me and said, are you saying, what the fuck? And I said, yes, I am. It took me a little bit to get myself to relax and trust. And thank God I have her in my life, because she let me do that in a really safe space, which I'm really grateful for. Since I've been home, I am living my best life. I still have to deal with a truckload of disaster that unfolds around me every 5 minutes, but I do it in a calmer, more peaceful, controlled way that that I manage much better. And I'm very grateful for that. So, and you can see I'm an emotional nutcase. I really enjoyed the retreat. I got a lot out of stuff I just didn't think would be me. And I'm glad I trusted the process and my friend. So the nice thing is I made 7 other friends along the way, which we still keep in touch and have a nice relationship with. And I look forward to going back and doing another retreat with new people and making new experiences. The food was great. The location was amazing. Even that took me a little bit to get used to, because I come out of a different kind of, I just come from the other side of the island where I'd been in 5-star, waited on hand and foot. This was not like that. And it took me a little bit of time to switch my brain over. But I'm so glad I got to snorkel and breathe air and go to the temple and make chakra beads and sit and just chat, because the chat sometimes continued on from the day's process, and it was delightful and it was easy, and you could take as much or as little of it as you wanted to take from it. So Mish, thank you for a great experience. I encourage anyone who has not been on retreat to go, and if you've been on one, you should go on another one, because I think we all need to have that refresher and rebuilder of those blocks that remind us how to do better. And you get that there. So thank you. And that is my emotional tribute over and done with. Thank you.
Thank you. And because we're such old friends, it was just also very humbling to have you there, and such a treat, an absolute treat. And I'm just so thrilled of all the changes that you were able to make moving into your life, you know, because they were really big ones. And we won't go into the details, because every journey is, you know, every person's got their own story, and some of them are personal, but it was powerful and deep, and I'm thrilled that you were able to share. Can't wait till the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Em, you need to run. Oh, you're good. Okay.
Sorry, I muted myself.
Muted.
I was just doing my sparkling fingers, which are like my celebration fingers in a quiet way. It's a Muslim thing. Instead of like making a loud applause, you can go like that.
All right, cool.
But yes, love to you all. Thank you so much. And
yeah,
can't wait to dance with you soon, Mish.
Yeah, see you soon. Okay, bye. Yeah. Anyone else like to share? You're very welcome to whenever you feel like it.
Oh, I feel like I should go after Mandy. That's where we usually go. One of us confesses and then the other. Look, I went to the retreat with a completely open mind. I had 3 weeks booked in Bali and a week in the middle with no idea of what I would do. And Michelle's retreat came on my Facebook, and I showed my daughter and went, "Is this a scam?" To which she hunted and went, "No, this looks completely legitimate and fantastic, and you go and do this, Mum." So I had, my husband had passed away not too long before the retreat, and being able to breathe was quite difficult. And so I went with an open heart and arrived a day early to get myself ready to be there. And then along came this car full of laughing, fabulous women that all fell out in a pile with laughter and bags. And from there we went, and it was just this group of amazing people facilitated by the beautifulness of Michelle. And we danced and we ate and we sang and we swam, and it was amazing. What I learned from the dance was that the trauma and the panic of losing my husband didn't need to come home with me. And I had actually had his ashes there, so I let them go off out in the beach one morning and left all of that behind. And while I'm still a basket case, I breathe.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and that was the ladies, and that was Michelle, and that was the healing of Candidasa, which I now probably think is right up there with my favourite place on the island.
Beautiful, Lee.
Thank you, darling.
My pleasure, Lee. It was lovely to meet you and connect with you and share it with you.
Our group was just amazing. Everybody had a different story. Everybody was there for a different reason, yet collectively, I think we all healed a little bit of each other and gave each other the strength to go out in the world. And Michelle gave us some tools to keep going out in the world again. And I very much look forward to when we go back again.
Awesome. Look forward to it too.
And anyone with a shot, it's not a scam. You should just go. Just go and do it. Yeah.
Thank you, Lee. That's awesome. Thank you. Yeah.
Cheers.
Well done.
Thank you. Thank you, you. Because you know.
Simone, you got to go? Okay. Simone's off to work.
Bye,
Thanks
Sim.
for coming. Bye, Mo. See you tomorrow. Anyone else want to share anything about your experience or what you got from it?
I was just going to say that I came back with lots of amazing plans for different things, like with teaching Wu Dao and for myself, and I've had to pivot just with my husband being unwell for about 6 months, but the thing is that we're sort of coming through the end of it, and then I'm looking forward to coming back again at some point this year, just to surrender lots of things and just have time for me again, because as I've shared on a number of occasions when we're there, is that having 4 boys and a husband relying on you, you sort of forget about yourself. And so often coming to the retreat was just an absolute me time, where if I wanted to think about myself, I could, or think about nothing, I could. It's just a chance to recalibrate and just go through all the different processes that we go through, and it's just amazing. And just one other thing I wanted to share was that, which might, hopefully be a nice story for someone to know about, was that each time I've come, I've had things that I wanted to bring into the dancing, and I found that was so good for my soul. And one in particular was that my mum passed away about 3 or 4 years ago, and I was really disappointed when we did the ashes with the family. And I always had this, thing that it was going to, be free, Mum, because she had sort of been trapped in her own body for many, many years. And when we did this thing, my sister insisted on having this this box that Mum was in, and instead of it being like, be free, she just got stuck in this seaweed, and I was so disappointed. So anyway, in Bali, I imagined that she'd floated from where we'd said goodbye to her, that she'd floated out in the ocean, and all that week she was watching me dance. And that very last day that we danced, I just loved it, because Mum was there with me, and I was able to let go of that awful thing of feeling that she was trapped. So I felt that she was free, like I was. So bring all your stuff and let it go in your dances, is what I would say to a lot of people that might be thinking. And yeah, ditto about you know, you're amazing, Michelle, and thank you for so many years that I've known you.
Yes, it's been a while, hasn't it? Oh, yeah. I mean, the letting go thing, like that process of being able to take everything, and just for the people who are new, who are watching this later, and Philomena, you know, because it's all about balancing the chi, right? It's all about bringing yourself back into alignment with that life force energy, whatever way, you want to term it, doesn't matter. There's a flow there and you're meant to be in it. You're meant to be aligned with it. And we get out of alignment when we're carrying around stuff that sits in our cells. It's actually in our physical body as much as in our brains or in our hearts. And we need to have a space where we can actually just let go. And it can be as simple as movement. But the movement that we do, obviously, when we're on this retreat, the Wu Dao movement, is specifically designed to give you images that you use that are connected to nature. So I think that's, I mean, I love it. I still love Wu Dao, 20 however many years later, I still love doing it because I still have a different visualization every time I do the dance, for example, that's connected to autumn and connected to letting go, to your lungs and your large intestine. Whenever I do that dance, I've got something different to let go of. And sometimes when I go into the water, the water dance, it's about replenishing your energies. It's like, well, where am I deficient today? Where do I feel exhausted, tired, fatigued? Where do I need to bring that energy in terms of to my body? Or when we do the wood dance, where am I feeling blocked? Where am I feeling frustrated or angry or intolerant of others, because that shows where the energy is blocked in your liver, for example. So when you do the dance, it's just a simple memory of it, really. It's a simple thought that you can have, and you don't even have to do any more. You just take it into the dance, and they just work, because the dancers work through the body and work through at the mind level, and also the heart, because the heart is the emotional center. And we are emotional beings, and we carry all that stuff. And I'm just going to quickly say, because I know all of you and the life that you have had, we've all brought our life experiences, and sometimes we're just carrying them from right when we were kids, right when we were teenagers, children, all the way through. And those things have to be shifted, because if they're blocking your chi, if they're blocking your energy, you don't have access to your fullest energy to be doing what you're meant to be doing in your life in this point in time. Would you agree with that? It gives you more energy, doesn't it, once it frees up? And the beautiful thing is that when we're dancing every day, I mean, when we do a weekly class of Wu Dao, it's wonderful. But when we're dancing every day on the retreat, you get to this space that you go, oh my God, this is the peace, for me anyway, this is the peace that I've been wanting my whole life. That feeling that you don't have to try for. It's just there, and you get to rest in it and go, oh my God, that's right. I've forgotten this is who I am. I am that peace in the middle of this life that's flowing around you. So that's how it is for me on the retreat. I'm so lucky that I get to do this whenever I want, really, as soon as I can get out of nursing. In fact, they all say at nursing, how much leave do you have? And I say, well, I'm working when I go. I am working when I go to Bali. Anyway, that's my little spiel. Is there anyone? Yes. I'm just going to unmute you, Kath. Oh, you can unmute yourself. Can you? You got it. Can you try again.
Okay, try that now. Okay, great. I was just wanting to follow up on what you were saying, because I went in, completely clean slate, I think, as I mentioned before. But for me, and I think this would be a word of encouragement for anyone who wants to go, it's not hard, okay? This is not tricky, it's not hard, it's not complex, although it's hard. Actually, it is. It's incredibly complex, but in a way that you don't feel. It's just an incredibly intuitive and natural process. Like the dancing is intuitive. It's I find that still, you know, I don't do this very much, but every time I do, I go, oh yeah, that's right. This is what I'm meant to be doing. You know, this is what's supposed to be happening at this minute, or in my body at this moment. And I think that goes more across the whole board as well. So I really loved the way that the whole of Wu Dao is structured. It moves very easily from point to point, makes sense, you know, like you go, oh, okay, this is good, this makes sense to me, you know, and natural. I mean, a natural, organic, intuitive, and when things are those, you know that it's right. You know, it actually works for you. Yeah. And that you're working properly through it, I guess. That's me.
Thank you, Kath. It's great to see your face too. Julie, thank you.
Hi, Michelle. I feel like I could talk forever about Wu Dao, but nothing I could say would do it justice. I feel, well, I've said it lots of times. I think you're a magician. Seriously, you are. Michelle is a magician. The way things transform, I'm really aware, Michelle, of the pace and how gently you can do it, so that it's not, nothing's ripped away. It's all, you know exactly what you're doing. Michelle knows exactly what she's doing. And if for any moment you think this isn't working, well, it is working, and it does work. And I love that. Well, I've been 3 times, and my biggest burning question is, how many times can I come before you get sick of me coming? But I love it going to sleep with the sound of the waves, and I wake up all through the night, and I love it because I can look at the stars and write down my dreams. And then by the second to last or the last night, I don't dream. It's all been processed. I just sleep beautifully, and I sleep through, and I wake up refreshed, and I leave Bali just waiting till I get to go back again. It's such a beautiful experience. I truly think you've created the most magic experience, and anyone who has even a thought to go, I would say, just don't try and think it through, just do it if you have any thought that you might like it. And the power of it is that so much pain or stagnation can be processed without having to think it through. You don't have to do circles in your brain trying to get an answer out. It can just go. And I hold that thought a lot of times when I'm having a strong feeling that might be a little overreactive to the situation. I remember the first time I went with you, Michelle, I did something not quite right during the wood dance when I was trying to impress you. And I was so disappointed in myself because I wanted to be really good at it. And I just about started crying because I was so disappointed in myself. And then we did the fire dance, and I came out laughing. It's like a couple of minutes later, my brain didn't have to do anything. I just went from one to the other, and I've carried that through. That was before COVID. So now if ever I have an emotion, it's like, oh, that's a bit silly, I'm trying to control something that can't be controlled. I know it can be gone in an instant. I don't have to think it through. It can just be gone in an instant. And Wu Dao taught me that. And I really held on to that. Well, that was 2019, I think, that I had that experience. It still makes me laugh. And I still love doing Wu Dao, and I'm still trying to buy the resort for you. And I hope to see you there soon.
Yeah, good.
Thanks so much, Michelle.
Oh, thank you, Julie. It's been awesome having you. You can come as many times as you like. I will never be sick of you, I promise.
I will.
You can. Yeah, I mean, it's awesome that you've come back. I mean, it just shows, doesn't it, that it's I mean, the place, look, I could just almost live there. In fact, Julie and I have talked about buying it, except it costs millions of dollars, so we can't. Yeah,
the price has gone down a lot since I first asked.
Oh, has it?
Yes. It has, and it's still for sale.
It's still for sale. Yes, the
And
retreat.
yeah,
Oh my God, God help us if someone buys it and never lets us go there, because my life will just be, I will not be happy. I love this place. I did retreats in Bali from 2008 before I found this venue in 2012 was the first retreat I had there. And my daughter actually found it because she was living over there, and that was just after my daughter Belle had passed away, and she found it and said, Mum, you should go to this place. It's really nice. The food is really good. I think and it's a really good studio for dancing. I think it'll be right for you, Mum. So that came from Dakota, and then we've never looked back. I mean, I haven't bothered to go anywhere else because this place is absolutely, as far as I'm concerned, meets the brief on what we need for healing, because that's, surrender to heart, the retreat for me is about giving people the space to do deep healing in a way that's easy, as you said. God, I'm having a blank. Kathy, you said it's easy. It is easy, and it shouldn't be difficult. Healing doesn't have to be difficult to do what needs to be done, so that you can feel replenished and on track. And I will just say, for the people that are watching, it's not. It's cathartic, but it's not. You don't have to try for it to be cathartic. There will be moments that might be a little bit uncomfortable as things rise to the surface. But if you ever make it there, something in you wants to be there. Something in you needs healing. So if you ever make it to Bali and you're ever working with me, you must need it. Otherwise you wouldn't come.
Yeah.
And I think I am pretty good at holding the space, I will just say. I might swear, but I'm honest, and what you see is what you get. Even though Wu Dao is grounded, and the whole retreat is grounded in some, I call it spiritual, because it is about us connecting to the deepest inner self. It's grounded. It's not about fluffing off and tripping off into the cosmos and not having your feet firmly on the ground and walking your path. It really is about finding what you need to find so that you can walk forwards and be living your best life with your fullest energy. And you need your fullest energy, and you need to be healthy. And Wu Dao keeps you physically healthy as much as anything else. I mean, I go every week, and I'm grateful for it, just to keep my body, in the zone. And I'm nursing as well. So, you need to have your body functioning. I need to be able to bend and stretch. I have got a bit of a tight shoulder from carrying around my little 2-year-old chunky monkey baby. But, we need to keep our bodies healthy and well so we can be functioning as long as we want to be here. So, does anyone else want to say anything more? Philomena, have you got any questions? Because you're the newbie in the group who's coming to April. I'm just going to see if I can take you off mute. I think you can unmute. Maybe.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm new. It's been wonderful listening to everybody. It's just so great. I feel like everybody has said something that's relevant to me. So it's all this physical health, letting go, and wanting to be refreshed and be the best that your body can be, your mind can be. I just really need it at the moment. I think there's I think I'm going to be a bit of a emotional mess, and but I'm looking forward to the natural environment, the sea, the ocean, being immersed in the salt water. I'm in Ballarat, Victoria. It gets cold most of the time, even though we get hot summers sometimes. But I'm looking forward to just being close to home. So
yeah,
and being
and
with
the emotional stuff, what you said about that would change quickly in a couple of the first few days. Normally, you do the dancing and it's like, oh my God, there's all this stuff. Like, I wish we could do before and after photos. Because 3 days in from the beginning, people are just starting to beam. And the energy is flowing, and you start to feel refreshed and awesome. So you come in with everything that you've got, and I will safely hold the space for you. And
thank you. Sounds positive. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, cool. Would you guys like to have a little hypno meditation? Yes.
Sure.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I'm just gonna mute everyone for a minute, just so there's no all good. Okay. Well, you guys make yourself comfortable wherever you're sitting. If you can, lean back or lie down if you want. That'd be good. And I'm not sure that I don't think I can do the music in the background because I haven't figured out how to do it through the computer and talk over the top. So it won't be any music. But what I will do is I will record this again with some music and send it to all of you later so you can listen to it in your own time and just have a beautiful hypno meditation. And I really wanted to think about, bringing that calm back in and also just moving into the next phases of your life, especially the new year with some focus, but that calmness and confidence as well, that you can do what you need to do and that you can have the clarity and the confidence to do whatever you need to be doing in your life easily. That's the plan. Does that sound okay? Good. Okay, so when you've got your eyes closed on this beautiful Saturday morning, and in Perth, it's just lovely weather right now. The heat is over. And maybe you can imagine that wherever you are, you can just take some deep breaths and imagine that's a beautiful, perfectly temperatured day. Not too hot, not too cold. Taking some nice deep breaths. Breathing in, and as you breathe out, just gently letting the air out of your mouth very slowly. Breathing in the calmness and relaxation, and breathing out any tensions or stress that you may be feeling in this moment, and just allow your physical body to completely relax now. And just want you now to mentally project yourself out into a beautiful place in nature. A place where you feel at peace. Maybe it's in your garden, or maybe it's even in Bali. Some place, your favorite place. And you're lying down on the earth. And you can imagine the warmth of the sun as it shines down over your body, and you're just here relaxing and allowing your mind to just lazily drift and wander where it will. You can imagine the sounds of nature. Maybe it's the sound of waves, or perhaps it's the rustling grass, or maybe you can even hear a gentle flowing stream. Depends on where you are. And you can enjoy feeling comfortable and peaceful as you become even more serene now. Just allowing yourself to rest. And quieting your mind. You can imagine now that you're looking up at the sky, a beautiful, perfect shade of blue. And there in the sky, you can bring into your mind a soft, fluffy white cloud. And it's coming your way. It's drifting slowly down from the sky like a giant dollop of white candy floss, or a soft warm doona, and it's coming to you. It's coming to take you on a wonderful journey, a journey into the realms of your wonderful subconscious mind, And the cloud is wrapping itself around your body now. It's enfolding you like a baby in its mother's arms, warm and comfortable. And it's such a soft, fluffy cloud. And you can snuggle yourself down further as you relax even more as it carries you up now into the sky. You can feel yourself being lifted into the air on this beautiful day, feeling safe and secure, feeling content. It's such a comfortable feeling just to allow yourself to be carried away on this warm summer breeze, on this beautiful day. And this cloud can carry you wherever you wish to go. So just think of a place where you'd like to be and feel yourself heading towards that place on this perfect day. And when you're ready and when you feel yourself there, you can begin to descend, going down deeper and deeper, relaxed, drifting gently down into a very comfortable place deep within you. And as you settle yourself down and the cloud begins to unfold, it just detaches itself from you and floats into the air. And as the cloud floats away, you can see your name written in the cloud. You can see the letters of your name. There it is. Your name written in your cloud. And a soft, gentle breeze now coming along to blow away your cloud and your name. And as the cloud has been blown away and it begins to disperse, so your name blows away. And as your name blows away, it's as though you don't even have that name anymore. All that matters is this wonderfully calm, relaxing feeling. And you're going deeper now than ever before, relaxing, relaxing, so comfortable and relaxed. So now, imagine, if you will, that you are standing in a lovely garden. And it's a garden that represents your life. This is the garden of your life. And as you're standing here in the garden of your life, looking around and marveling at the beauty of the nature and all the trees and the flowers and the grass, in the garden of your life, and you can feel the warmth of the sun shining down, and again experiencing that soft, gentle breeze blowing from time to time. And inhaling that sweet perfume of your favorite flowers. Just notice any shrubs or bushes or other plants in your garden. Maybe there's an ivy-coloured archway, or one covered in jasmine or honeysuckle, or maybe there's majestic trees. Maybe a weeping willow or eucalypt, or even a frangipani at the end of your garden. And just notice now that they are beginning to shed their leaves in that gentle, warm afternoon breeze. Perhaps you can hear the birds up there in the trees. Whistling their tune to each other. And you can experience this place as I describe it, but you can also enhance it however you wish, because this is your garden, the garden of your life. And this is your special place. And now as you look around your garden, you can begin to reflect on the cycles of nature. And as you do, you might experience a strange feeling of nostalgia. As you recall how just a few weeks ago this garden was in full bloom, and now some of the trees have dropped their leaves, moving into autumn. And at one side of your garden there are even some dried up leaves scattered around on the ground, and some of those leaves are yellow and wilted, and others are orange and brown and gold and red. And in this area the leaves look almost like a thick carpet. But elsewhere in the garden the leaves are more sparsely scattered. As you look more closely at the dried up crumpled leaves, it occurs to you that they could be symbolic of the hurts and the frustrations from your life. Indeed, those crumpled, dried up old leaves can represent all the negative conditions from your past and even from your present. And they now seem to represent all those uncomfortable feelings, feelings of inadequacy, of not being good enough, feelings of inferiority, or even shame or embarrassment or fear. And those leaves represent all the rebuttals and all the refusals and resentments, all the negative statements about yourself, whether they've been made by you or by others and directed at you. And all those negative statements have affected you at some time in your life, but they're all here in those fallen leaves in the garden of your life. And now just look over there, and propped up against a wall near a gate is a rake with a long wooden handle. And I want you now to take that rake and gather up all those dried and crumpled old leaves into a pile, into a heap ready to set fire to them. And you could even give names to some of those dried and crumpled old leaves. And some of the names could represent disagreeable people or traumatic events in your life. And some may even represent subconscious wishes for failure. There may be dislikes for people in your life, procrastinations, or past negative conditioning. There might be apathy or lack of communication or commitment. And they could symbolize any hurt that is held by you or directed at you by someone else. All these negative feelings are scattered round on the ground, and you have the tools in your hand to do something about it. So you rake them up into one big pile, ready for the fire. And whatever negativity those leaves mean to you, we are going to burn them up out of your life forever. So when the pile is ready, I want you to take a lighter or a match to set fire to those leaves. And you can just enjoy now the destruction of all those negative conditions from your life. And as each leaf alights, they crackle and the flames dance and leap up into the air, and you can actually feel all those negative influences from your past leaving you. That's right, they are being totally and completely burnt out of your life. And you can enjoy a wonderful feeling of freedom and a feeling of being rid of all those negative influences that have been holding you back. And it's as though all those negative influences from the past are going up in flames and smoke. And if you look up there, you'll see the thick black smoke billowing higher and higher. At the tail end of the smoke becomes thinner until it disperses and leaves your life forever. And suddenly the smoke is gone. It's completely dispersed and you are free. You are free from all past negative influences, all self-defeating beliefs, all those things that held you back in life. And you are now free to progress, to advance, to move forward and achieve whatever goals you set out for yourself. You are free. And it's a wonderful feeling to be free. And you feel so much more confident now, so much more self-assured and more comfortable with yourself. All past negative influences have departed, and it's though you can really begin to live again now. You can now make a fresh start, a healthy, positive new beginning, and continue to live a fulfilling life, doing not only the things that you have to do every day, but also with the confidence to do whatever it is that you really want to do. And as the smoke is completely dispersed now and the blue sky is clear, I want you to experience now a beautiful violet stream of light pouring down from the blue sky like a laser beam. And you can imagine the crown of your head opening up like a lotus flower and the energy from that light streaming in through your head. And this energy symbolizes purity of thought, because now you only experience positive thoughts and feelings. And the light represents love and honesty, confidence and clear thinking, and a very special feeling of inner calm and happiness. Feel the energy and the love from the light entering your brain, streaming down into your spine and out through every nerve, every cell, every fiber,
into every consciousness of your being. And the purity of thought and feeling enters every nerve, every cell, every fiber, and every consciousness of your being, filling you with calmness and confidence, positive thoughts and feelings, and a wonderfully strong and positive energy. And you feel loving acceptance for the wonderful human being that you are. And as you accept yourself as the wonderful person you are, you find that you begin to feel differently about yourself, so much calmer, deep inside, so much more relaxed, so much more confident. And every cell in your body is bathed in love and acceptance from this beautiful violet light. And your feelings are changing on a cellular level, even altering the chemistry in your body in a calm and positive way. And the cycle of life goes on, and autumn and winter have passed, and it's now a warm spring day. And from the garden of your life, you have swept away all those negative thoughts and beliefs that you once held about yourself. And according to the laws of nature, we have to replenish what we take away. So I want you to see yourself now with a handful of special seeds. And there's an area of your garden where you instinctively know that these seeds are needed in order for new healthy growth to take place. And the soil is already rich and fertile and ready to take those seeds. So very carefully now, I want you to tenderly and carefully plant those seeds in your garden. Pick them out very gently with loving care and place them in suitable areas of your garden. And then sprinkle the seeds with some handfuls of the soft, fine earth. And then shower the earth lightly with fresh, clear water to make the soil moist. And then just leave the rest to nature. And as time goes by, your seeds grow and grow and grow, stronger and healthier. And while they are growing underneath the earth, you won't see the shoots until they begin to germinate and peep out of the soil. But you will know that those little seeds are doing exactly what they are supposed to do. You'll know because your feelings will tell you so. And you always listen very carefully now to your feelings, your inner self, that wonderful, calm, wiser, and confident self. And you're experiencing a calm inner acceptance, and you're loving yourself for who you are in a calm and peaceful way. And when you're ready, I'm going to count from 1 to 5 now. And with each and every number, you'll find yourself slowly returning to full awakened consciousness. And at the count of 5, you'll be ready to open your eyes and you'll be wide awake refreshed and alert and ready to allow these suggestions to work for you. And even now, as you begin rousing yourself and becoming aware of the external world, you know that deep inside you, those seeds are already beginning to grow and changes are occurring inside. You can count the numbers after me in your mind. And when you're ready, open your eyes, smile and stretch as you allow these suggestions to take effect. 1, 2, 3, coming slowly back. 4, 5, you're wide awake, fully alert, refreshed, ready to take on the rest of your life. You can see that you all have your eyes open, I think. How are you feeling? Good. I was imagining that we were all lying in that room up in Bali then. I could feel the sounds of the ocean at my back and that gentle breeze that washes through when we're there, and it was heavenly. So I hope that will take you into your year with confidence and focus and freedom. Anyone want to share anything else before we wrap this up? I'm calm now.
That was beautiful. Thank you, Michelle.
My pleasure. That was a nice one. I haven't used that one before.
That was great.
You're right there, Lee?
Almost put me back to sleep, Michelle. Lucky I'm still in bed.
Good. Oh, look, it was a real treat to have you all here. I can't thank you enough for all coming. You know, it really means a lot. And considering that we didn't get so many new people, but it's good because a lot of people have signed up for the replay. So that's awesome. So they'll get to hear all your wonderful stories, and I know I was just lucky to get to see you all. Yeah. Kath, awesome to see you. And Philomena, I look forward to connecting with you in April and sharing this wonderful journey with you and everyone else who's coming. And Mandy, you were in my dream last night. It was full on. Yeah, it was a really good dream. And
Michelle,
Lee, I'm glad you're doing good. Yes, Julie?
So I do have one question before we finish. I'm interested to know your opinion on bringing my daughter. She's 19 and a half. Do you think it would be better for her to do this kind of process on her own without the mother energy with her, or?
Well, you know your daughter best. I mean, if you're really close and you share everything, then it probably doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You'll be able to. I've had some mothers and daughters. I've had a couple of mothers and daughters before, and it's been absolutely fine. In fact, it's a really beautiful bonding experience because, you know, that's going to serve you all your days to have someone, you know, be there with you. And there's always opportunities if you wanted to say, look, you know, if you need your space, I'll just go away. And
yeah,
you know,
thank you.
Yeah, that'd be fine. I've had a couple of mothers and daughters already. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. She's a very strong-willed young woman. I'm sure she'll have her own opinion.
Yeah, and if she wants you to go away, she can say, oh, I'm not going to talk about this now with my mum here.
Yeah. Thanks, Michelle.
Yeah, my pleasure. Yeah. Okay, thank you guys for all showing up again. It's been
Michelle.
Nice. I really, really appreciate it.
Nice to see you, other ladies.
Yeah. Can't hear you, Andy. Oh. Can you unmute yourself? she's gone. Oh, there you are.
Sorry, I'll unmute myself. Must love me muted. Thank you. That was an absolutely beautiful experience, and I loved it as always. So I get better and better at that every time I have another practice. So
yeah, awesome.
Your voice is very soothing to me, surprisingly. I love you. Thank you.
Yeah, I love you too. Yeah.
I'm going to run. I've got a million things to do.
Yeah, we've got things to do. Thanks, guys. Lots of love. House hunting. Good luck, Julie. See you all soon. Bye. And everyone who wants to come to Bali, if you want, I do have some last minute specials for April. I'll just say that I've got 2 rooms left, one private on the ocean and one with a shared cottage. So get back to me if you're interested in that private special. Okay. And I'll see you there, Philomena. I'm looking forward to that one.